What's happening, everybody? You know us as the Fighting Freaks, Drac and Shadow, here today to talk about something quite exciting and maybe a bit controversial. We're going to give our thoughts
Oh, controversial. Yeah, that works for me. Thanks, Alex. I already have a permanent flame shield on.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Sonic Boom, the Sonic Boom TV show and game. We're going to kind of just give our initial impressions because giving impressions is what people do.
Okay, can you... the first thing that I'm not aware of, which network is taking this? Is it Cartoon Network?
Cartoon Network is going to pick up the TV show. And there's also going to be a tie-in game.
Okay.
Now, if nobody has actually been able to keep up with the news, and I gotta admit, I was kind of out of the loop, so actually, before we do begin, I want to give a bit of a thanks to a channel that I follow, Kira the Hedgehog. Mm-hmm. I saw her video giving her impressions, and she, of course, linked to the Sega blog, and I was finally able to find out what all the fuss was about.
Okay.
So... yeah, so like I said, Sonic Boom is coming sometime, I guess, this year, and we're going to have both the TV show, which is going to be shown as short 15-minute vignettes.
Do we know anything, like any semblance of the plot? Or, I mean, obviously it's Sonic against Eggman, but do we know, like, is there going to be a specific objective for both of them or anything like that?
I don't see anything about a specific storyline yet.
Okay, so that's they're keeping that under the hat then.
Yeah, so of course this is apparently going to be 52 episodes with 11 minutes. I guess it's just going to be episodic and not actually not like overarching plot like Sonic X or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog the Saturday.
There will be an arcing plot. It's just whether or not it will be, the consistent thing that they're doing with it. I mean, obviously, it's a TV series. There's got to be some kind of a semblance of plot, and the games will have a unique take on them too.
Well, based on what the Sega blog is saying, it's saying 52 episodes, 11 minutes, standalone episodes, which makes me think this is just going to be sort of episodic like the weekday afternoon Sonic the Hedgehog series was. And now everybody can let out a collective groan about how that was terrible, whatever.
Okay, now that we've gotten that pointed out, we've also pointed out on our various Let's Plays of Sonic, where you guys know where we stand. Where Alex likes both of the original series that came out. I am a Sad AM fan. And so the first thing that I think we should talk about is obviously the redesigns of the characters.
Yes.
I'm going to just kind of go left to right from the actual image. Tails, not a whole lot of difference. I mean, if anything, they made him look more like an engineer than anything else.
Yeah, so Tails is forever going to be stuck as the MacGyver tech geek, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's become kind of the genius of the team, and I don't have a problem with that. If that's what they want to do with Tails' character, I've got no issue. Then next in line on the shot, we have Knuckles.
Whoa, Knuckles!
Wow, Macho Man Randy Savage much?
Oh yeah, Sonic! We're gonna go ahead and take care of the Master Emerald! Oh yeah!
Hit a growth spurt at some point in his life.
And at WrestleMania, Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm gonna take that title away from you! Because that's what I do!
Super buff.
I mean, at this point, he is the embodiment of the fighting freak. At this given point,
he's gonna back you up with a fist metal crackle.
I will actually also say with one of the designs of some of the characters, apparently this designer loved bandages. Because they're all over the place.
Bandages. I don't know what the hell's up with the bandages.
Apparently, they're all mummies. I don't know. And so Knuckles, I actually kind of like the turn because they worked so hard on making him a muscle-bound freak that he now is kind of a muscle-bound freak. I mock him with the, I could insert a wrestler here, but that's fine. I have no problem with this. That's who Knuckles is as a character.
Maybe these whole bandages are kind of like the athletic tape people wear. Like
that's what I'm thinking. This guy had like an obsession with that.
Yeah.
Now let's get into Sonic, and I'm just going to go ahead and talk for Alex right here now. His legs are too long. End of story.
And his arms are blue.
And his eyes are green.
Yeah. Again, I don't want to...
guys, I have no problem with this. He looks fine. If anything, I like the fact that they kind of added to the needles a little bit and gave him kind of a hairstyle.
Yeah, it's got a kind of interesting spines, and I don't want to diss on Kira the Hedgehog too much. She's a great gal, and I love her videos, but she is kind of one of the people kind of nitpicking that Sonic's arms are blue. Come on, guys, are we really gonna do this again? Are we gonna really go? Why are Sonic's eyes green?
And why are his legs exactly not 6 centimeters? Look, guys, I get the fact that you don't. I mock you, I really do, and I'm sorry, but here's from my perspective. That argument is flawed on so many levels because each time a Sonic game is made, there is an artist and a designer, and it may not be the same guy every stinking time. So at that point, this is this artist's interpretation of Sonic the Hedgehog. End of story. There really isn't much we can do about that. So why argue about how many centimeters are in his legs, and about whether or not he's a good character? Okay? Because his physical look has a part of that, but not a whole lot. The other part I do like is that they kind of give him a little bit of a band. I don't know why they did it, but it kind of works for me. The little bandana at his neck, especially the fact that he still has that very flippant personality. This is the part where I actually just kind of look at people and go, look, the personality is still there in the face, so not a whole lot has changed. Yeah, his arms are blue, but that's fine. He's still got the same personality that you all know and loved. But now we have to go into the true atrocity in this picture, which is, why is Amy in the series?
I'd rather have Amy than a brand new character that I don't care about.
As much as I want to call out to the Sad AM glory and say, let's bring back Sally, you can't do that without bringing back Sad AM itself. I will now compliment this image of Amy because it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, I'm totally obsessed with everything Sonic. No, she actually looks like she doesn't give a crap about Sonic.
Well, this is based on the image. Yes,
this is based on the image that I'm seeing.
She might still have the whole hero worship crush
going.
She
could, but if they go along this image, then I'm hoping that maybe she kind of stands on her own. She's not totally dependent on Sonic to get things done. And I do like the fact that they actually gave her the hammer, and they put it in her hand. You know, they gave her a legitimate way to stand out in this particular photo.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with... I don't know about you, Alex. I don't really have a problem with the character design here.
I'll be fine with it. I can't say I want to see it for, like, every future, but I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me more that I won't mind it so much in the future. Maybe I'm just too used to Yuji Uekawa's artwork from the Adventures On series. So we'll see, I guess. I'm more interested in seeing how this artwork does come into full animation, both in the TV show and the video game.
Here's the thing. I didn't hate Sonic X's animation. That was the direction they decided to go.
You know, Sonic X...
I don't know the plot of Sonic X. I never followed it.
Well, Sonic X is pretty much... It's episodic vignettes again. And it also... There's a couple of times where it will emulate the adventure games, where it will retell the adventure games.
Or at some point they'll have an actual plot for a couple of episodes where they have to go and get this and this and that.
Yeah,
that's the kind of image I'm getting off of this too, is that they are kind of treasure hunters. Yeah. So it's not just going to be a flippant series constantly mocking.
Yeah.
There actually will be an objective in this series.
That would be pretty nice, I think.
Do we know it's Big Red Boom Entertainment?
Big Red's... Let me look at that.
Because that does not look familiar to me.
Let's see. Well, the animation studio... Yeah, I don't know who... Let's see. Stupid ads. Yeah, we're having to look at the trailers right again. We're keeping everything... We got all our resources in front of us.
Yeah. And especially in the fact that, I'm going to be honest here, guys. This is, I had heard about Sonic Boom. I'd seen a couple of the stills, and that was about it. I hadn't seen the trailers, so... And it's Big Red Button.
So the developer for the game is Big Red Button, and I don't know...
I don't recognize that name, so I don't know if that...
I have no idea either. Let me see. I know there's a different animation studio for the television show, and I'm not sure.
And then the series is going to be totally CG too.
Yes.
The trailer is done that way. And so let's go. We've been talking about the series here. Let's go ahead and talk about the game.
Okay, so the series is by Uedo Productions.
Uedo Productions. Okay, and again, that's not a company I'm familiar with.
I'm not. Yeah.
But I mean,
Okay.
Cartoon Network has started to not work with their established people. They're integrating more other people into their library.
Yeah, more power to them.
So at this point, I mean, there really isn't much to talk about with the series since obviously the series hasn't launched.
Yeah, so we'll probably do a full impressions video when we get a full
Probably
episode.
like the first episode or like the first 5 to see
Yeah.
whether or not it holds up. Now let's get into the game here, which uses the exact same imagery and kind of hints that there's an overall plot to the game. Like there's an item that Eggman's after, and they've got to stop him from getting it. The part that was a little weird for me, and I hope this isn't like a standing trend, but there was a point in the video game trailer where they're running and they actually have clear streaks of pink and blue and red behind them.
Uh-huh.
I hope this isn't kind of a standing trend because that's going to seem a little weird considering that's not been an established trope in Sonic.
Well, again, this is
Granted,
a new game.
this is another person's interpretation, but right now, yeah, and here we go. We're actually watching the trailer right now, and I'm not having an issue here with how the game is designed. My only problem will be is obviously Sonic has a bit of a stigma in the video game world of not having good games in the last couple of years. So whether or not they actually pull this off, do we know what platforms this game is coming for?
So far, I think it's just Wii and 3DS.
Wii U and 3DS. So first of all, I'm actually happy about that because that actually is a third party that is coming to work for Nintendo, and I do want to see the Wii U succeed.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Sega now has Platinum Games working on Bayonetta 2, as well as a Sonic team working on this game and possibly another Sonic game, we have that as a possibility, and in that we have 3 third-party developed games. So that I have no problem with. The aesthetic of the trailer also tells me that there might be unique gameplay to each character. I have no problem with this,
Kind of
but
another
I don't
adventure.
think you can do with Knuckles what you've done before.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll see sort of a standard platform. Well, standard game with Knuckles instead of going back to the treasure hunting thing.
Yeah.
Treasure hunting was fun for 2 games, okay, but I would like to see Knuckles kind of get a straightforward gameplay style again.
Yes.
Okay,
that-
fair. Technically that did kind of happen in Sonic 06, but we'll just forget about that for a
we
minute.
do not refer to the game that shall not be named. So at that point, yes, I'm claiming dominion over that. That game shall never be spoken of. That is such a horrible thing. The other thing I guess that we can get into is the Eggman design. The Eggman design is kind of unique.
Yeah, been kind of modified again.
Yes, and here's the thing. I've not because it's actually kind of funny. We actually just barely got done starting off Sonic Lost World today.
Yeah.
We got into that, and I didn't mind the Eggman design at all, in the fact that he's still very comical. And this Eggman doesn't bother me either, in the fact that he's still, if anything, he kind of reflects the series, and he is more comical. And even though they have like the newer design, he matches the fact that he's supposed to be an outlandish character. So I don't have a major issue with the design of it. What about you, Alex?
That looks fine to me.
So, yeah, I think that's kind of our viewpoints on the Sonic Boom. That's something I'm going to have to mock a couple of times because I really do want to have a Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. So that's, I guess, our take on Sonic Boom as a TV series as well as a video game.
Yeah, I'm encouraged. I'm actually looking forward to it now. I was apprehensive when I heard CGI TV show because most CGI TV looks atrocious. I'm sorry, it does. I don't like the way the Ninja Turtles look in this new edition of the Ninja Turtles, and I wasn't totally...
Well, and you and I have come out and kind of disagreed with it in our Let's Plays to come.
Mm-hmm.
We've disagreed on it. I actually do kind of like the image of it. I think they've taken a few Turtles villains and made them look really, really good. But I do agree. CG is kind of a hit or miss concept. For example, when Batman hit CG, I actually didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed too much like they were trying to mirror the animated series, and it looked weird. Same thing can happen here with Sonic. Same thing can happen with, if they decide to do a Mario series. Again. for the 5th time. I'm actually trying to count that out in my head. Oh, but wait, Captain Lou Albano can't play him. Another wrestler reference! Yay! So yeah, I think that's kind of our opinions on Sonic Boom. Please let us know what you think for yourselves. We would love to see you guys' comments below, and maybe we can have some debate here, and hopefully you guys don't hate us too much for not liking the whole centimeter debate.